Okay, let's get the week going. Still here, guys, with your workouts. Hump day today. We're going to start with the announcements as we've been talking about those live classes. We had one yesterday through Wilfred Laurier's platform. We had one on Monday at 9:30. The next two classes, one's today at 4:30, the other one on Friday 11:45. But that one, we switch over to Zoom. So get your Zoom accounts ready, lined up, guys. You still will need to sign up through MindBody so we can send you that link. Nutrition chat is Friday at 5:45 p.m. Same thing, it's through Zoom. Sign up for that chat via MindBody. Okay. If you want more details, check out the blog that was released on Sunday. We also mentioned cubby items. Come pick up the stuff, guys. If you have any items in your cubby holes, because we're starting to clean, declutter this place. We're getting ready for that opening. We still don't have a date in sight, but we want to be ready for that day. So when we get the green light, there's no delay, guys. Okay, so email me, set up a time, let's get the stuff so we can really, out of here, guys, so we can really clean up this facility, guys. I'm going to pass it over to Yash for the workout.
All right, guys, so we got our chipper here. Kind of ran out of space here, so bear with me. So starting from the left, 150 double unders to start off with. Once you're done those double unders, we're going into some push presses, 30 per side, so using that dumbbell or kettlebell. Then we're going into 30 alternating pistols. Once we finish these three movements, we're going into the mid portion of the workout, which is 2 rounds of 30 V-sits and 30 kettlebell swings. Once these 2 rounds are done, kind of like the mirror of this first half there, we're going to go again, 150 double unders, 30 and 30 push presses, and then 30 single leg squats, or those alternating pistols. So, bunch of movements here, guys. Most important is to keep those weights at that light to moderate weight, and those progressions where you can keep moving the entire time. This is more of an aerobic style workout, so you want to be moving throughout your movements, whether it be double unders, push press, pistols, even those V-sits. If you need to, go jackknives to keep it going the entire time. But again, that's the intent here. We want to keep a good aerobic pace. For those push presses, I would say if you're going to choose a weight, go about 50 pounds for the guys, 35 for the ladies with the RX, or anything below that to keep you going. 15 reps per side at a time, you can do that. That'll be a good set, so 2 sets to finish those 30. Kettlebell swings, going to go 24 and 16, the classic weights. If you have lighter weights, that's all right as well. Try and challenge yourself to go unbroken for both rounds there. Other than that, guys, again, keep that intent aerobic the entire time. This is a long one, but you'll feel great after you finish that workout. I'm going to pass it over to Eddie for the afterburner.
Afterburner, we're going working on the soft tissue by stretching out those hammies. So you're holding it for 2 minutes, hamstring stretch. You'll see that section in the video later on, guys. And in those 2 minutes, try to breathe through it, try to let go as much tension as you can. The longer you hold it, like 2 minutes, the more your body starts relaxing, so it actually starts letting that tissue just really decompress. Again, letting go of that tension to gain that flexibility. So, hamstring stretch today, guys. 2 minutes per side for your afterburner. See you next for the warm-up.
Alright guys, we're here for the warm-up. First half that warm-up, we're going to do a quick AMRAP 5. So here we're just trying to get our heart rate up and get ourselves a little bit loose. So starting off with 8 reverse lunges. So with those reverse lunges, guys, don't use any weight here, just body weight. You're going to step back, to the back and chest up tall, shin vertical in that front leg, and then stand up using that front leg to get us ready for those pistols today. Once you're done those reverse alternating lunges, we're going to go into some reverse sit-ups. So you're going to come down to the floor. You can use an anchor point behind you, whatever that may be, or you can have your hands down at the ground. We're going to get our legs out, kind of in that hollow body position. Then we're going to tuck our knees in and get those hips off the ground. Then back to that same position, legs straight, pull those knees in, hips off the ground. And then again, toes back out. Try and just get those abs nice and fired up later on for those V-sits and those pistols. Last thing in that AMRAP 5, we got those T-raises in that Superman position. So just lying flat, arms in that T position. We're gonna raise that chest up, arms up, legs up, really trying to squeeze between that mid-back, and then controlled on the way back down. 8 reps of all those 3 movements for that AMRAP 5. Once you guys are done, we're just gonna go into 1 set of this activation warm-up. So we're gonna start off with some Bulgarian squats. You guys can use a box. If you have a couch or anything that's elevated to rest your foot on, you can use that. You're gonna put 1 foot on that elevated object. You're gonna keep your hips nice and square. You're gonna come down to the bottom of that Bulgarian squat. You're gonna hold this position for 5 seconds. Once you're good, you drive off that front leg and stand up. Trying to stretch out those hips and get that leg nice and activated. Once we're done that Bulgarian squat, we're gonna get those hip flexors fired up. So once we stretch them, we're gonna get them activated. So in that pike position, legs are straight, hands can be by your knees, or if you wanna make it a little bit easier, bring your hands back. And we're just gonna lift 1 leg up, keeping the knees straight, trying to get that hip nice and fired up. 15 reps on one side, and 15 reps on the opposite side. Once you're done that, we're gonna stand it up, go for 20 alternating skater squats. So we've done these before. With these skater squats, we're trying to get our knee and our shin to kind of touch the floor at the same time. So we're gonna kind of do a reverse lunge, put weight on that front foot, coming down, touching that floor, and then standing back up again. Make sure that leg that's getting loaded, we're not getting up onto the toes. We want to get our heels down and keep that weight evenly distributed. So 20 alternating reps, take your time with it. Again, really trying to put that weight on that front foot, and then nice and slow descent with that leg. I like to try to aim to get my shin down to the floor as I'm lowering that leg. Last movement is those strict presses and push presses. So grab your object, dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever it may be. Front rack position, we're going to start off with 10 presses on that one side, 10 reps. Just strict, really trying to get that lockout overhead. Once you're done 10 reps, we're going to go for those push presses. So quick little dip, staying in that mid-foot, heels on the floor, drive hard through the legs, and pop that dumbbell or kettlebell straight overhead. We're going to go for 10 and 10, so 10 strict press and then 10 push press to follow. Once you guys are done, we'll see you guys next for the workout movement standards.
Okay, I got my rope here, getting ready to do this workout. Starting off with 150 double unders. If you don't got that double under, guys, remember to go single skip. So single skip it. If you got that double under, go for that double under. Whatever you're comfortable. If you don't have a skipping rope, do those double tap hops for 150. Okay. Once you're done that, we're going for 30 push presses per side. So grab your object, whether it be that dumbbell or a kettlebell, whatever you're using at home. Small dip of the knees, but don't let your weight, I'm exaggerating, don't let your knees go forward and transfer your weight forward, okay? So you want to dip slightly, but your weight does not move in your shoes. Drive it up. When you drive it up, don't shrug, bring it back down. Before you repeat again, going for 30 on the one side, then 30 on the other side. When you're done that, we're gonna go over some progressions for your pistol. So, something, just change it up here, guys. Maybe you got a chair, maybe you got a bench, maybe it's a sofa. You can, as your first progression, use that target, not necessarily to sit down, but just to gauge on how low you're going. So maybe you're touching your thigh, so back your hamstring to the object. I'm using a box here. Then switch sides, again touch, back up. Depending on the object, it might allow you to control the height a little bit better. Okay, so that's a good progression to start getting comfortable with that single-legged squat without necessarily going down in the full range of motion. Option 2, as Yash had showed you guys, that reverse lunge. To keep it going, stick to a reverse lunge versus that skater lunge. Skater lunge is great because your range of motion increases, but that reverse lunge will allow you to kind of flow through it a little bit quicker as the intention of the workout is meant to be. If you got those two progressions and you're looking to progress further, go into that pistol. I'm not warmed up, jumping into the cold, so going to show you a progression that I like, as not necessarily just warm up for higher volume pistols. You guys are familiar with pushing your toes into your heels. Well, I like going down with my foot back, so behind my heel, and going down as low as I can. Oops. As low as I can, and then coming back up. If I catch myself that I'm losing that balance, that's when I push my toe into my heel. So let's say I got good balance, I don't push off. Let's say I'm about to lose my balance, then I push my toe into my heel to help me close my kinetic chain to allow me to have better balance in my pistol. Okay, so that's a progression that I like to do in the workouts, unless I'm really warmed up and I don't feel too tight, then I get right into the pistol itself. Okay, you got 30 of them, they're alternating, so one side, next side, switching back and forth, guys, before you get into your 2 rounds. Your 2 rounds will then start with your V-sit. So, going to the floor, whether your hands are overhead or by your side, you can just touch the floor, overhead, you can touch your shins, your toes, laces, still the floor, it's up to you. But you're getting in that hollow, if possible, every single repetition. So when you go back down, you're still in that hollow, up, back to that hollow position if it's possible for you. Going for 30 of them. When you're done the 30, then you're hopping up, grabbing your kettlebell object, popping those hips, going into that kettlebell swing. Focus on retracting your shoulder blades together and down so you're not shrugging. Even if you compromise your elbows a little bit, focus on the shoulders, okay? When you're done the 30 kettlebell swings, you're back to the floor for your V-sits, and then finish off your kettlebell swings one more time to finish off the 2 rounds. When you're done the 2 rounds, you're gonna reverse and mirror your movement. So you're then going back to your pistol, 30 alternating pistols, then you're back to your push press, 30 on both sides before you finish off with your double unders. So a longer workout, let's see if you guys get this done around 20 minutes, guys. Have fun with it. We'll see you next for the afterburner. Okay, I got my gambling pose here. Getting ready for this stretch we're about to do, guys. Going for a 2-minute hamstring stretch. First option we're gonna give you here is just reaching for your hand or your foot with your hand. So as you reach forward, your leg is locked out, so at the knee, it's locked out. You are gonna round your back a little bit here. That's fine, but you're trying to feel that in that hamstring. So as you're holding it in the 2-minute for the 2 minutes, try to dig a little bit deeper by either reaching over your foot a little more, or as Yash was doing, kind of wiggling side to side to feel different areas of that hamstring. Breathe through it as you let go of your breath. Try to see if you can sink down a little bit deeper. Again, 2 minutes, you got time to play with it, so play with it. So this is your first stretch. Second stretch here is take a belt, take a skipping rope, take a band, it's available to you. Take it over and wrap it around your arch of your foot. You can pull your heel up towards you, keeping that leg straight. You can then start getting into your inner hamstring by dropping to the inside. If you don't feel much of a stretch, play around with it by maybe bending your knee, or you can even externally rotate at the hip, maybe internally rotate. Okay, bottom line, you're playing with it for the 2 minutes while you're down there, guys. So see what feels tight for you, play with it. Then when you're done the 2 minutes, you're gonna switch to the other side. So we're going for 4 minutes of mobility, flexibility today, specifically for the hamstring, whether it's the inner hamstring or not, guys. You find which area feels a little tight. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow for the workout.